Oh, it's been a minute. Yes, it has been a minute. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. 5 things I loved about West Ham's victory against Everton at Goodison Park. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. I am here bringing you the 5 things I loved about that victory at Goodison Park. No matter who you are, no matter what kind of West Ham fan you are, there is no way you could not have enjoyed that game. There's no way you could not have enjoyed West Ham travelling to Goodison Park and getting a victory by any means necessary. But there was some good things to take from the game. There absolutely was. So I'm not going to sit here, beat about the bush. You've seen all the content from yesterday. Let's get straight into it and talk to you, first and foremost, about the 5 things we loved about the West Ham victory over Everton, 3-1 away from home. So let's get started on to the first point, and it is regarding this man here, Alphonse Areola, the wall. What an absolute maniac of a performance it's been. What an absolute maniac of a performer he has been at West Ham for this season. He has kept us in games in an abundance, and this one did not change. He played the full game. He made 9 saves, and with the stats, prevented 3 goals on the expected goals ratio that Everton should have had. He prevented 3 clear-cut goals with some really world-class saves. But it wasn't just about the saves that he made. It was his distribution that was absolutely on point today. No ifs or buts or maybes, which takes me into the second point. His distribution was phenomenal. He literally, every single time he got that ball, he distributed it forward in such a what's the word I'm looking for? A penetrating way. He looked up, he's seen someone making the run, and his distribution was on fire today. And that is something I love to see with West Ham. I think that is vital for West Ham moving forward. If we continue that, we can start a threat from the back line with Areola doing that on a regular occasion. He's not just an absolute world-class goalkeeper in terms of shot stopping, but his accuracy today and his distribution of getting those balls out from his hands, not necessarily his feet, but from his hands, felt like we were stopping that kind of whole punting for the sake of it approach that we have, of course, been doing over the past few months. So Areola, world-class performance, absolutely deserved his Man of the Match award, keeping West Ham in it. But it's not just about that. And it wasn't just about that today. And that takes me to my next point. And it is about this man as well, this Tomas Soucek situation. Well, the reason why I'm bringing him up into the equation is not just because he scored a really good goal, but he can pop up. And it just shows you how important he potentially is to this squad, because he does pop up and score very, very important goals for West Ham since he's joined the club. And in his full 90 minutes, he had a 67% accuracy rate. He wasn't heavily involved massively in the game, but he went about his business quietly, doing everything he needed to do, which was winning all of his ground duels, 100% of his ground duels today. And on top of that, he did his defensive duties really well by giving 5 clearances, 2 blocks, 3 interceptions, making 2 successful tackles in the game, and of course, scoring that goal that really took us on the way to getting those 3 points. And absolutely top performance from Tomas Soucek, because it was going about your business quiet, being rewarded in the end with a very, very good goal, chesting the ball down and hitting it on half volley into the top corner in the last minutes to give West Ham 3 points. Honestly, and it just shows you sometimes, as much as we can get pissed off, and I've been calling for him to be rested, that by sometimes either putting him in a more advanced role does give us another option and another outlet. I'm not saying we have to rely on this moving forward, but for now, we will take it, of course. That takes me into my next point, and it is all about Mo Kudus. He is an absolute menace. There is no other word I can really use to describe the sort of player that Mo Kudus is. No matter what team he comes up against, no matter his opposition, no matter the player he plays against, down that left, down that right, he causes them problem after problem after problem, playing nearly the full game today with 59 touches, 86% pass completion rate, 2 key passes, accurate with a third of his crosses, accurate with nearly 75% of his long ball accuracy today. He had 1 shot on target, 1 off target, 2 shots blocked. He was successful with 75% of his dribbles that he attempted today. He missed 1 big opportunity. He won well over half of his ground duels. And of course, he assisted one of the goals today as well. He made a clearance. He drops back. He does his job in the back of defense. Mo Kudus, has been so vital to West Ham's season this year. He's won us points, and he is a massive, massive team player. And I think when you can all agree with me that every time he gets on the ball, he is an exciting, exciting player. He gets bums off seats. He is creative. He's an absolute menace. It's the only way I could really describe him. He is an absolute menace, and I love everything about this guy. And long may it continue in a West Ham shirt. But last but not least, the man who scored the last goal, Edson Alvarez. This guy, honestly, I genuinely didn't think we could get someone as quality as him in the middle of the park, but he is completely proving to me that he is more than capable of doing anything in that role, topped off by an absolutely wonderful goal. Now, he played the full game today, scoring a goal, 79 touches, 83% pass completion rate, accurate with 90% of his long balls. He had 2 shots on target. He was successful with 100%. 100% of his dribble attempts today. He won 10 from 12 ground duels. He won 10 from 12 ground duels. And on top of that, are you ready for this? 3 clearances, 3 block shots, 5 interceptions, 5 successful tackles. What else do you want from a guy? He is an all-round engine. You look at his heat map, he is everywhere, anywhere, and he fights for this team. He has definitely got captain material written all over him. He is another exciting Mexican El Machine geezer, and I love everything about what this guy brings to this club. And the thing is, when you've got players like him in the mix of West Ham, you can't help but think you've got to just absolutely grow and build around these players. Kudus's, and Edson Alvarez's, and then you've got the Stonewall guy at the back as the keeper. And obviously, we know where the issues are that we need to work on. Obviously, defensively is something we need to do. But 7 goals in the last 2 games for West Ham, conceding 3. It's not a bad return considering how bad the start of this year has been. I'm going to enjoy this. People may think it's getting carried away, but we've gone to Goodison Park. We've got 3 points. I'll take that any day of the week. Do you agree with me? Put your comments in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up. And of course, come on, you beautiful Irons. Enjoy your weekend.